Fola balanced the wooden tray carefully on his head as he walked through the hot, dusty street of Ojulegba. The tray was filled with puff-puff, chin-chin and plantain chips. He had been selling since morning, and his legs were beginning to ache. Puff-puff, hot puff-puff, only 50 naira, he shouted, moving from one shop to another. Most people ignored him. Some were kind, others chased him away. But Fola didn't stop. He had to make money. His mother, Mama Fola, was sick again, and his little sister, Sei, hadn't eaten since morning. He stopped near a busy junction and placed his tray on a small wooden bench to rest. Just then a group of schoolboys passed by. One of them pointed at Fola and laughed. "Look at the puff-puff seller. Not so you go do forever," the boy shouted. Fola looked at them. They wore clean school uniforms and shiny shoes. For a second he felt sad. But he smiled and replied kindly, "One day I will be great too." The boys laughed louder and walked away. Fola didn't let it bother him. He believed his time would come. He picked up his tray and kept moving. As he walked past a corner, he saw an old man sitting beside a broken fence. The man was wearing torn clothes and had a small black bag beside him. He looked hungry. Fola paused. Should I give him food? He thought. He looked at his tray. If he gave the man anything, he might not sell enough to buy food for Mama and Sei. But still, Fola bent down and packed 4 puff-puffs into a small paper. "Baba," he said gently, "take this. Eat." The old man looked up. His eyes were tired, but when he saw the food, they lit up. He took the paper with shaking hands. "Thank you, my son. What's your name?" the man asked. "Fola," he said, smiling. "And you, Baba?" "Call me Chief Ade," the man said softly. Then he gave a strange smile. Fola laughed. "Chief, but you look like—" The man cut him off with a twinkle in his eye. "Not all chiefs wear agbada, my boy. Sometimes they wear dust." Fola didn't understand, but he laughed again. "Okay, Chief Ade. Enjoy your puff-puff." He waved and walked away. What Fola didn't know was this. Chief Ade was not an ordinary old man. He was watching Fola closely. That single act of kindness had just changed Fola's life forever. But Fola had no idea. All he knew was that his feet hurt, his stomach was empty, and he needed to sell everything before nightfall. He didn't know that his journey from the dusty streets of Lagos Mainland to wealth, secrets, and power had just begun. Fola came back home that night with an almost empty tray. He had only 5 pieces of chin-chin left, which he gave to his little sister, Sei. "Eat this, Sei," he said, smiling. Sei's eyes lit up. "Thank you, brother." She hugged him tight and ran inside to share it with Mama. Mama Fola was lying on a mat in the corner. Her cough had gotten worse. Fola sat beside her and held her hand. "Mama, tomorrow I will go to the big road. I'll sell more. Don't worry." Mama Fola smiled weakly. "My son, God will bless you." Fola nodded, but deep inside he was worried. Mama's sickness was getting worse, and he didn't have money for medicine. They had no light, no fan, and the room was hot and full of mosquitoes. Suddenly there was a knock on the door. "Who is that?" Fola called out, standing quickly. "Knock knock." The person didn't answer. Fola walked to the door slowly. It was late. Around 9 p.m. The street was quiet. He opened the door just a little and saw no one. Only a brown envelope was lying on the ground. He stepped out and looked around. The street was empty. No footsteps, no movement, just silence. He picked up the envelope and went back inside. "Mama, see what I found," he said, holding it up. He opened it slowly. Inside the envelope was a letter, written in neat handwriting. "To Fola, I saw what you did today. You have a kind heart. I have been searching for someone like you. This is only the beginning. Go to Ojulegba Bridge tomorrow at exactly 4 p.m. Come alone. A friend." Fola's hands shook a little. "What is this? Who wrote it?" Mama Fola took the letter and read it slowly. Her eyes narrowed. Are you in trouble, Fola? No, Mama. I gave food to an old man today. Maybe he sent this. Fola replied. Mama Fola said, still thinking. Be careful, my son. Lagos is full of strange people. I will be careful, Mama. But, what if it's something good? Fola asked. Mama said nothing, but her face showed fear and hope at the same time. That night, Fola couldn't sleep. He stared at the small ceiling, listening to the rats running in the roof and Sei snoring beside him. What would happen at the bridge tomorrow? Who was the friend? Why did they want him to come alone? He felt nervous but also curious. The next day, he sold Puff Puff faster than usual. By 3 p.m. he was done. He changed into his cleanest shirt, brushed his hair, and told Mama he was going. She held his hand and said, Pray before you go. Not everything that looks good is good. Fola nodded and left the house, the letter in his pocket. By 3:50 p.m., he was standing under Ojulegba Bridge. The place was noisy. Cars honking, people shouting, sellers everywhere. Fola looked around. No one came. He was about to leave when he heard a voice behind him. Fola! He turned quickly. It was Chief Ade, the same old man from yesterday. But something was different. He wasn't wearing torn clothes anymore. He wore a clean white kaftan. His face looked fresh. His eyes looked sharp. Fola's mouth opened in shock. Baba! You're... Chief Ade smiled. I told you, not all chiefs wear agbada. Fola blinked, confused. Then Chief Ade said something that made Fola's heart beat fast. I want to give you 10 million naira. Fola stared at Chief Ade like he had just seen a ghost. 10 million naira? Fola asked, blinking fast. Why? Chief Ade smiled again and looked around. Follow me. Let's talk somewhere quiet. Fola followed him under the bridge, to a small corner where a bench and table stood beside a woman frying akara. The smoke filled the air, and people walked past without even noticing them. Sit, Chief Ade said gently. Fola sat slowly. He still wasn't sure if this was a joke, a trick, or real. Chief Ade leaned forward and spoke softly. Yesterday you gave me food without asking for anything in return. That act showed me something important. Fola was confused. But I only gave you Puff Puff. Yes, Chief Ade said. But in this world most people only help when they can gain something. You helped a man you thought was poor. You didn't know I was testing you. Testing me? Fola's eyes widened. Chief Ade nodded. I've been looking for someone like you. Someone humble, kind, and wise. Have no children. I have money, plenty money, but I want to give it to someone who deserves it. Fola's mouth dropped open again. Chief Ade smiled. Relax, I'm not joking. But before I give you 10 million naira, I must test your heart. Another test? Fola asked, now more alert. Yes, Chief Ade replied. Money is dangerous if it enters the wrong hand. Can destroy. So I will give you a task. If you pass it, the money will be yours. Fola's heart pounded. What kind of task? Chief Ade looked serious now. You will go to Surulere tomorrow. There is a small school near Aguda Road. Boy there needs help. You must find him, help him with your own hands, and ask nothing in return. Fola looked confused. What kind of help? You'll know when you get there, Chief Ade said. But listen well. Do not tell anyone. Not your mother. Not your sister. If you do, the test is over. And you must come back to this same place at exactly 6 p.m. tomorrow to tell me what you did. Fola felt cold all of a sudden. This was getting serious. What if I fail? He asked. Chief Ade stood up and said, Then I'll know you are not ready. And I'll look for someone else. He handed Fola a small paper with the school's name and address, then walked away into the crowd. Fola held the paper tightly. His head was full. Could this be real? Could one small act of kindness really change his whole life? He went home quietly. Sei ran to him, but he just smiled and hugged her. "Mama, I'm tired," he said. "Let me rest." That night he didn't sleep. He kept thinking, what if Chief Ade was telling the truth? What if he really became rich? But what if it was a lie? Only tomorrow would tell. The next morning, Fola woke up before the sun. He bathed quickly, wore his clean shirt, and slipped out of the house without waking Mama or Sei. He held the paper Chief Ade gave him. It read, Ebenezer Hope Primary School, Aguda Road, Surulere. Fola had never been to Surulere before. He asked a conductor at the bus stop, and soon he squeezed into a noisy danfo heading that way. His mind kept racing. Who is this boy I'm supposed to help? What kind of help will he need? After an hour in traffic, the bus dropped him near Aguda Road. He asked a woman selling oranges for directions, and she pointed him to a dusty path. Fola walked down the path and soon saw the school gate. Ebenezer Hope Primary School. It was small, with cracked walls and a dusty playground. Children in worn-out uniforms were playing and shouting. He walked slowly through the gate. A security man looked at him and frowned. "Who you dey find?" I came to see someone," Fola said. "I don't know his name, but I want to help." The man looked confused. "Help? Wetin you mean?" Just then, a loud voice came from behind. "Ah, you again." Fola turned. It was one of the schoolboys who had laughed at him days ago when he was selling Puff Puff. "Look at him," the boy shouted. "Puff Puff seller in our school." Other boys laughed and gathered around him. Fola felt small again. His heart beat fast. "Stay calm," he told himself. "You came for a reason." He walked past them and looked around. That's when he saw a small boy sitting alone under a tree. His uniform was torn, and one of his sandals had no sole. Fola's heart pulled. He walked to the boy. "Hello." The boy looked up. He had big eyes and a shy smile. "Hi," the boy said. "What's your name?" Fola asked. "I'm Depo." Fola sat beside him. "Why are you sitting alone?" Depo looked down. "They laugh at me. My mummy died. My papa sells yam on the street. We don't have money. I no even eat today." Fola felt something heavy in his chest. He opened his small nylon bag and brought out the akara and bread he had packed from home. "Here, eat this." Depo's eyes lit up. "Are you sure?" "Yes. And tomorrow, I'll bring you sandals and notebooks." Depo took the food with tears in his eyes. "Thank you." Fola sat there watching him eat. He didn't know how, but this felt like the right thing. Just then a teacher walked by and asked, "Who are you, young man?" "I'm just someone trying to help," Fola replied. Later, Fola returned home, quiet but full inside. At 6 p.m., he rushed back to Ojulegba Bridge. Chief Ade was already waiting. "You went," the old man said. "Yes. I helped a boy named Depo. I gave him food and promised to return tomorrow with sandals." Chief Ade smiled slowly. "And you asked for nothing in return?" "No, sir," Fola said. "I only wanted to help." The old man nodded. "You passed." Fola's heart jumped. The next day, Fola woke up early again, but this time he felt different. His heart beat fast with excitement. What could the next step be, he wondered. He didn't tell Mama anything. He only hugged her and Sei, promising to return before dark. He also packed a pair of second-hand sandals and 2 notebooks he had found in a nearby market with his small savings, for Depo. By 6 p.m. sharp, he was back under Ojulegba Bridge. Chief Ade was already there, standing beside a black car. Fola had never seen that car before. It looked new and shiny. "You came," Chief Ade said with a calm smile. "Yes, sir," Fola replied, a bit nervous. "Good. Get in." Fola froze. "Get into the car?" "Yes. Today I will take you somewhere." Fola hesitated for a moment. Then he remembered the boy, the food, and the letter. He nodded and entered the car. The inside was cool. The leather seats smelled new. Fola sat quietly, holding his small nylon bag. "Where are we going, sir?" he asked. Chief Ade smiled. To the bank. Fola blinked. Bank? Yes, the man replied. You passed the first test. It's time you see what you're about to enter. 20 minutes later, they arrived in front of a tall building. The sign above read, Diamond Star Bank, Private Clients Lounge. The security men at the gate opened the car door immediately and bowed. Good evening, Chief Ade. Fola looked at them in shock. So it's true. This man is really important. Inside the bank they passed through special doors. The floor was shiny like a mirror. Air conditioners hummed softly. People in suits moved around, bowing at Chief Ade. They entered a private office with a large table and big chairs. A woman in a neat dress brought water and juice. Fola was too shy to drink. Chief Ade opened a file and turned to Fola. I have 10 million naira waiting for you in this bank. Fola almost dropped the glass he was holding. 10 million. Yes, Chief Ade said. But it won't come all at once. He brought out a bank card and placed it on the table. Fola's name was printed on it. Oyewafula Akinyemi. This is your ATM card, the old man said. You will be able to withdraw only 5,000 Nigerian nairas every day for now. Use it wisely. Fola's hands were shaking as he touched the card. But why are you doing this for me? He whispered. Chief Ade looked into his eyes. Because the world needs kind people to rise. If good people don't have money, wicked ones will rule. You have the heart. Now I will teach you how to grow. Fola stared at the card. Felt heavy. Powerful. Suddenly, something loud crashed in the hallway. Bang! A man ran into the bank shouting, Thief! Somebody help! Everyone stood up. Then, to Fola's shock, the shouting man pointed at him. That's the boy. He stole my bag. Fola stood frozen. Me? Chief Ade frowned. Calm down, Fola. This must be a mistake. But 2 security guards were already moving toward him. Fola's hands tightened around the card. His dream was turning into a nightmare. Stop right there, the guard shouted, rushing toward Fola. Fola's heart was beating so fast. He thought it would burst. I didn't steal anything, he cried, stepping back. The angry man pointed again. That's him. He was the one I saw near my car. My brown leather bag is missing. Fola turned to Chief Ade. Sir, I swear I've never seen this man before. Chief Ade raised his hand. Calm down, everyone. Let us get the facts. But the security guards were already holding Fola by the arms. I said I didn't do anything. Fola cried. His eyes began to fill with tears. Why is this happening to me, he thought. Why now? Search him, the man shouted. Fola's pockets were turned inside out. His nylon bag was opened. Inside were only his worn handkerchief, sandals for depot, 2 notebooks, and the small puff-puff he packed earlier that morning. Nothing else. No bag, one guard said. There's nothing here. The shouting man frowned. But I saw him close to my car. I'm sure. Chief Ade stood slowly. His voice was calm but serious. You saw a boy in a shirt. That does not mean it was him. But, Chief Ade turned to the guard. Check the CCTV. The guards nodded and left. Fola stood quietly, his legs shaking. Chief Ade walked over and put a hand on Fola's shoulder. Don't be afraid. You told the truth. I believe you. Fola looked up at him. Thank you, sir. 10 minutes later, the guards returned with the manager. The manager looked at the angry man and said firmly, We reviewed the footage. The boy didn't steal anything. You were mistaken. What? The man looked surprised. The real thief wore a red cap and entered through the other gate. The bag was taken by someone else. The angry man's face changed. Ah, sorry. I thought. Chief Ade looked him in the eye. Next time, think before you speak. The man walked away quickly, ashamed. The guards released Fola. He breathed deeply, his eyes red. That was scary. Chief Ade smiled and handed him the bank card again. You see now why strength is not just in the body but also in the mind. You didn't run. You didn't fight. You stood and let truth speak. Fola nodded slowly. They left the bank together. As they entered the car, Chief Ade said, "This was another test. And you passed." Fola blinked. "Another test?" "Yes. In this journey, there will be people who try to stop you, lie against you and bring shame. But if your heart is clean, you will win." Fola sat back in the seat, his heart full of thoughts. He was just a poor snack seller yesterday. Now he had a bank card, secret guide, and a future filled with mystery. But deep down he knew one thing for sure. His life would never be the same again. Fola couldn't stop staring at the bank card in his pocket as he rode the Danfo home. He still couldn't believe everything that had happened. A bank card with my name on it. 10 million naira waiting for me. This has to be a dream. But it wasn't a dream. It was real. And today, he was allowed to withdraw 5,000 Nigerian nairas for the first time in his life. At the bank, the machine made soft beeping sounds as it counted the money. Nigerian naira 5,000. Fola held it tightly, almost afraid the wind would blow it away. He walked quickly through the market and bought small things. A big bag of rice, fresh loaf of bread, sachet of milk, groundnut oil in a bottle, cold malt drink for Mama, and a bright pink pencil case for Sei. He still had change left. Money is really powerful, he thought. But I must use it well. By the time he reached home, the sun was already setting. The sky was orange and children were playing outside. As Fola entered their small house, Mama sat up in surprise. "Sei, your brother is back." Sei ran to the door but then stopped, staring. "Brother, what's in the bag?" she asked, eyes wide. Fola smiled and dropped the items one by one. "Bread," Sei shouted. "Malt," Mama gasped. "Rice." Sei danced around the room. Fola handed Mama the bottle of oil and milk. "For your cooking, Mama." She looked at the food, then at him. "Fola, where did you get money?" Fola sat down and smiled. "God blessed us, Mama." Mama looked straight at him. "Fola, don't lie to me. You left this morning with nothing." "I didn't steal," Fola said quickly. "I promise, Mama. I'll tell you everything soon. But for now, just know that someone noticed me. Someone wants to help me." Mama's eyes filled with tears. "My son. Prayed every night. I told God to send us a helper." Sei jumped into Fola's lap. "You're now a rich man." Fola laughed. "Not rich yet. Just blessed." They all ate together that night. Soft bread, warm tea, and joy. For the first time in months, their stomachs were full. Later, as Mama lay on her mat, she whispered, "Thank you, Lord. Don't let this be a trick. Don't let my son fall into danger." Fola sat outside looking at the stars. He felt proud and scared. What if something went wrong? What if this blessing came with a price? Just then his phone buzzed. It was a new message from an unknown number. "Tomorrow at 10 a.m. Dress well. A driver will come. You're meeting someone important. Don't be late. Kie." Fola's heart jumped again. Another test. Or something bigger. He looked up at the stars and whispered, "I'm ready." Fola didn't sleep much that night. His mind kept repeating the message. "Tomorrow at 10 a.m. Dress well. A driver will come. You're meeting someone important. Who could it be?" he thought. Another test. Or something bigger. He woke up before sunrise and quietly ironed his shirt, the best one he had. It was light blue with a tiny tear under the arm, but he patched it carefully. By 9:30 a.m., he was standing outside his house, nervous but ready. Sei peeked out the window. "Are you going to the palace?" she giggled. Fola laughed. "I don't know where I'm going. But I'll be back." Mama didn't say much, but her eyes followed him closely. "Be careful, my son." At exactly 10 a.m., a black Jeep stopped in front of the house. The driver stepped out. He wore a black cap and sunglasses. You Fola? Yes, sir. Enter. Chief Ade sent me. Fola climbed into the back seat. The car smelled fresh like lemon. The seat was soft. He held his small phone tightly, trying not to shake. As they drove, Fola looked out the window. They passed markets, schools, and big houses. Then they turned into a quiet area with tall trees and big gates. The car stopped in front of a giant black gate with golden lions on it. The driver pressed a button. The gate slowly opened. Fola's eyes widened. Behind the gate was a mansion. Not a house. Mansion. The grass was green. Flowers were everywhere. Cars sparkled in the sun. And in the middle stood the biggest building Fola had ever seen. This is not a house, he whispered. It's a kingdom. The driver opened the door. Go inside. Someone will take you to the guest room. Fola walked in slowly. His slippers made soft sounds on the white floor tiles. The walls were filled with beautiful pictures, shining lights, and gold edges. A woman in a wrapper and Gelly smiled at him. Follow me, young man. She led him to a room with big windows and soft chairs. Sit. Chief will join you soon. Fola sat nervous. He looked around. The room had a large photo on the wall. He squinted. It was Chief Ade. But he wasn't wearing rags or white kaftan. In the photo, he wore a rich agbada, dark glasses, and stood with famous people Fola had seen on TV. Senators, actors, and even a former president. Suddenly the door opened. Chief Ade walked in. Not in kaftan. Not in slippers. Today he wore a dark blue suit with a red tie. His shoes shined. Two men followed him, carrying papers and phones. Good morning, Fola, Chief Ade said, smiling. Fola stood up fast. Good morning, sir. Chief Ade waved his hand. Relax, sit. Today I want to show you something. He sat across from Fola and opened a file. You know me as a poor man. Then as a helper. But what you don't know is, I'm not just a chief. He looked Fola in the eye. I'm the founder of 3 companies. I own hotels in Abuja, estates in Lekki, and a bank in Ghana. Fola's mouth dropped. But why did you pretend to be poor? He asked. Because wealth hides best in plain sight, Chief Ade said. People show their true hearts when they think you have nothing. Fola sat back speechless. Then Chief Ade dropped another surprise. I want to train you to take over one of my companies. Fola almost choked. Fola thought he was just feeding a hungry old man. But destiny was already watching. What happens next will shock you. So, if you're enjoying this powerful journey, don't forget to like, share, and drop your thoughts in the comment section. I read every one of them. And please subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Click the next video right now to watch the next episode of The Billionaire from Lagos Mainland. You're not ready for what's about to unfold.